Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today we are going to be trolling, and we aren't only going to be trolling, we're going to be trolling a little bit. What am I going to be doing today? What are you going to be doing today, Shepherd Doggy? What devious plans have you got up your sleeve? Well, my most devious of plans today is playing with the Immortal Musketeer. As you probably know already, this team is not a lot of fun to play against, because it just has a lot of defense with the support Flagellant and with all the very tanky characters. To make it even worse, I'm gonna be, and this is the fun part, I'm gonna be waiting until the torch goes all the way to the bottom before actually making my move every single time, which means that I get to waste at least 2 minutes every single round. So if we go to round 40, that's gonna be a bare minimum of 80 minutes per match, and I will be doing my utmost to make the match last as long as possible and get a surrender out of my opponent that way. So I'm surprised he actually went for a bolster first. I guess that means that my B-Smile isn't gonna hit. And do I care? Well, I care a little bit, but I don't care too much. As long as I get the repulse off, things will be genuinely okay. So you might be wondering, well, Shep, why are you doing this for starters? I'm a sadomasochist sometimes. Only sometimes, very rarely. And this is sadomasochism because you're not wasting just one person's time, you're wasting two persons' time. And I'm not just wasting two persons' time, I'm wasting my time, Shadowbane's time, and yours for watching this. So this is about as sadistic as it could possibly get, right? If you want to look at it that way. Yeah, and I do want to look at it that way. I want to be as sadistic as possible for today. Obviously I'm joking, but oh well, it is still what I'm doing, even if I am indeed joking. So I did mention this in the Discord server, and someone was wondering how many passes is Shepherd Doggy going to have. Hopefully none, because I will be waiting to the very end, so I could technically pass, but hopefully that's not something that will happen here. So I'm surprised my opponent goes blackjack. Really no reason to do that. You can genuinely just Hound's Area here. My repulse is very unlikely to hit. It's a 30% chance. I don't imagine that being the best play my opponent could have done at this point, but well, it is what they went for. They have Abyssal Artillery here. I wonder if they're gonna spam it. They probably should. They probably should spam it. I should reclaim here. So let's just drop that. Oh no, wait, I don't think I went to the very end of the torch. I don't think I did. I think it was only here. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm wasting... No, I'm not wasting. I'm saving precious time that I need to waste right now. So if today's video comes out very late, you already know why it is, right? You already know. Because I don't know when my opponent's actually going to realize that, no, I'm getting absolutely trolled here, because they probably haven't noticed yet. But it's at a time like this that you'll probably notice, because now there's only one good play, is you drop the bolster. Like, I could also drop a ranging shot, but why? I could also drop another B-Spile, but why? I could, you know, maybe drop a Sufferer, but why? There's only really one good play, and that good play is to drop a bolster, and I will do it now. There we go. Now I timed it just perfectly to waste as much time as possible. So we're already at 2 minutes. We're at the start of round 2, and we're not at 2 minutes. We're almost at 4. So we're onto a fantastic start here. If I want to guess, I'd say this match, if my opponent wants to play, which they probably don't, this match could take all the way to round 20. So this really is just to test how resilient someone can be, honestly. And at playing a game like this. So usually you play games for fun, but sometimes you play games to challenge yourself, and this is what would playing a game to challenge yourself be like. It's only somewhat problematic because you also challenge your opponent, and your opponent might just be trying to have fun, not be going for a super challenging experience. That's the only reason why you probably shouldn't do this in every single match. But yeah, and definitely do not do this in the tournament. You will get removed from the tournament if you try trolling like this. I am not joking. The tournament is gonna happen next weekend. Registration will close on Friday, and do make sure to register into the tournament until then if you do want to participate. But if you don't, then you know you can still watch. Obviously you can still watch and still enjoy the tournament to the fullest. So right now I could drop another B-Spile. or I could go for a suffer here, or I could go for a climb. I'm gonna go for a climb and just make sure that my man-at-arms stays alive and well. This Abomination is gonna have a little bit of a weird time right now, depending on what he wants to do. He has been quite lucky so far because he did get a crit round once, so that's been sort of annoying. And this is also being annoying. Can they stress me out here? Am I taking enough stress is the question. I might generally be taking enough. Between the Weakening Curse, the Harry, the Bellows, and the Biles, I might actually take enough stress on my man-at-arms to make him go afflicted. That's not very good. At least I can keep him alive, even if he does go afflicted, but yeah, I'm already taking a significant amount. Sadly, I have the Exotic Snuff and not the Brass Bugle today, so I don't have an insane amount of stress healing. I just have a very good amount of it. At this point, my opponent might be thinking, am I playing against a bot? It is possible. Someone in the Discord server is trying to make a bot to play Butcher Circus. Not actually like play, but to give you like the best decisions in a point in time. So it looks at the characters and it just tries to prioritize something. Someone's trying to do that, like a software engineer. I have no idea how you do that, probably just with some very, very tricky programs. That's definitely not Shepherd Doggy territory, but they are trying to do it. It's gonna take a very long time until it's actually relatively decent, but they might be able to do it. We never know. So one thing that I do want to do is definitely drop the ranging shot and also talk a little bit more about that AI idea, because if you want to compare it to things like chess, I'm not sure how much you're familiar with it, but in chess you always have the same starting position. So, you know, either you start with white or you start with black, all the pieces are in the same place, at least with classical chess. So the engines always have like, you know, there's also no RNG in it, so the engines don't have insane amounts of variables to consider, which is what the Butcher Circus have. You go into a match, first off, you're gonna run into 4 characters out of 18, so you have to do like a mathematical thing to see how many combinations of 4 characters there are, keeping in mind that they could be in any position, so it's not like man-at-arms always gonna be in first or something of the likes. Not only that, they can bring whatever abilities out of the ability pool, so you're never entirely sure what could happen on there, and then they could bring any trinkets out of the trinket pool. So some people say that, oh, chess is insane with all the openings, all the randomness, but it doesn't even come close to the Butcher Circus. Not even close. Like, it's unbelievable how much more complex the Butcher Circus is. But at the same time, it's more simple. There isn't a ginormous difference between the best Butcher Circus player and someone that just started, or, you know, someone that just started playing Butcher Circus but has like some base game knowledge. I mean, sure, it might take you a while to get the hang of it, but after a couple weeks, you'll be able to hold your own against even the most experienced Butcher Circus players. That's absolutely not true for chess. There is no way that a normal person is going to beat the engine, like the best engine, even with 20 years of practice. It's kind of insane when you think of it, but making a chess engine for the Butcher Circus wouldn't work, because there's no way a chess engine would be able to analyze just all the silliness that's here. So that's why my theory is that the Butcher Circus is one of the few games where humans would actually outperform machines. At least that's what I think. Let me know if you think otherwise. Definitely do let me know, but that's my theory. It's kind of more of a human-centered theory. I feel like we'd beat the machines if they ever do pop up, because there's just way too much complexity. I don't feel like a machine can handle it. The machines can handle chess positions because there's no RNG, right? If you look at chess, there's all these moves that you can do and all these future moves that you can do in like 5 rounds. But if you try to calculate that with a machine, even if you calculate perfectly, like, oh yeah, in 5 rounds, this flagrant will be dropping to 0, so I have to do this move and this move and this move. But you'd have to calculate the RNG for that as well. And even if you calculate perfectly, things might not go your way. And I think that would just mess with the machine's brain. And messing with the machine's brain is something that makes me very, very happy. Screw machines. Honestly, screw them. Yeah. Unless you're like a software engineer and you need the machines to literally live, so definitely don't screw the machines then. And don't screw them in the secondary sense of the word. Also do not do that. I'm pretty sure that's not a good idea. So going back to the match, we're at the start of round 4 and we're already 10 minutes in, exactly 10 minutes. So if I was a clickbait YouTuber, I'd just cut the match off here, but no, this match could literally go for 100 minutes. Yeah, it could go for 100 minutes. That's an hour and a half. Some people like to joke that, that for example, when the Butcher Circus goes down, there will still be people playing with the Immortal Musketeer, like their first match with it. People joke with that sometimes, and I find it absolutely hilarious, because it just takes so long to finish a match with it. If you actually try and play it out, the reason that like in the video I did, which was like 1 hour of Immortal Musketeer, the reason I was able to put in like 5 matches is because my opponents would actually surrender. If your opponents do not surrender, they will have to endure through this. Just like I have to endure through this, and I'm already starting to feel the pain. I've gotten used to it though, just having these 30 seconds, just looking at the torch there, slowly considering, what should I do now? There are more than a few decisions for your shepherd doggy here. Which one do I think would be best? And right now, I'm not actually entirely sure which one I think would be best, but I imagine I'm going to be clicking here, and I'm going to be transforming and actually moving back. You might be wondering, well, Shep, why are you doing that? Well, the reason... Oh, crap! I didn't waste 2 seconds, no, unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because if I click my flashlight here, I would go down to 1 HP, and I don't really want to drop a heal, and I also don't want to get death doored, so I'm not going to be doing that. But at this point I can definitely drop a heal here, I imagine. It is a touch risky, just a touch, but I will still do it. Once the torch runs out, I was about to drop the reclaim just immediately, but no, wait for the torch. The reason it's a bit risky is because they have a stun, but if they do put me to 0 HP with the stun, I'll have 75% stun resistance, so I think it's quite unlikely that it works. And even if it does work, I'll have 92 death resistance, so I really don't imagine them getting a kill here. So I'm not overly preoccupied right now. And they still have to go for a blackjack, which is going to heal all my other characters, which is just very, very good for me, honestly and obviously. But no, they're going to go for a guard dog, they're going to try staying alive. Well, that's not a very good move, because I just have Beast Vile here, and it's going to hit 2 characters, and it's going to potentially get a death blow. I'm not worried about the damage. Yeah, remember the timer. I just want to play, but I need to remember the timer. I'm not worried about the damage from the repulse because they are at death's door and damage debuffed, and they're spreading stress, so I really don't imagine this abomination to be just taking way too much stress here. So I can potentially just get a death blow once I do want to do it. So sometimes you really only have one obvious move, kind of like in chess. Oh yeah, going back to the chess stuff. The engines, how would they do? What would happen if you put Stockfish just playing Butcher Circus? I wonder, because they could calculate a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like this game's better for actual humans. Is there any other game that's kind of like that? I'm not sure. Like there must be another game where a human will outperform a machine. I'm pretty sure there must be, and I'm not talking about games like. I actually don't know any names of like child games in English, because translating this is very difficult. But the one where the one where you jump with 1 foot and then 2 and then 1 again. I'm thinking about that one. I don't know the name of that in English. Like that sounds like something that's so basic and something that you should know. But if I were to be like a spy and I had to say the name of that sort of stuff, that's when my English would literally crack, because I have no idea how to say that, like what that game is called. All the children's games, I just do not know them. I also didn't know what a toddler was until I was like 15, because it's just not a word that exists in Portuguese, at least, like a toddler. You have baby and then you have child. You don't have toddler. It just doesn't exist. Okay, that's a crit 26 absolution. That's not very cool, bro. But does it really matter at the end of the day? Oh, let's do Absolution Skull. You have limited healing apart from the weird reconstruction. You're gonna get afflicted eventually. It might take ages, but you are gonna lose this. I imagine my opponent's going to surrender once they lose a character. At least that's what I imagine. Might not be true here, but well, we're gonna be testing that theory, won't we? So it's by the end of round 5. I want to see how long the match has gone already. I definitely also want to move back with the Abomination here, but I have a bit of a problem because, you know, since there's 2 move trinkets here, I have to keep guarding the Musketeer or else she gets pulled, and after she gets pulled she gets stunned, or, you know, at least she gets Beast Filed. Like, it's not very good. Oh, that could be bad. Ah, no, I do resist the stun. Okay, it's not bad then. So right now, the person that would be, you know, trying to act in 5 seconds would just go, okay, heal, 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 just drop a redeem here. You don't have to. Oh no, wait, maybe I do. Might do damage. Oh, he has Retribution. That's so annoying that he has Retribution. I want to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, not really. I don't really want to risk it for the biscuit. Well, it's good that I have a lot of time to think. Because they could do damage with Retribution. It's likely that they do damage. Ah. I do not want to drop a redeem, but I have to. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason for me to risk an 8 or a 5% death blow at this point. There's really no reason. I just get death blowed here on the flash once I lose the match, and, you know, considering I've had 16 minutes up to this point, I do not want to lose a match here. I want to post a video today. This is actually my 3rd attempt at making this video today, so I'm sorry that it's gonna come out quite unusually late. I think I'm gonna be moving forward here. That might be my best play. That or a Bellow. Bellow is also decent. Bellow is also a decent play. There's a big problem, which is the fact that Abyss Artillery does horror and a lot of stress to both these 2 characters, so eventually I will probably go Afflicted. If I do, just let it stay, but it might take a while. Yeah, it will probably take a very long while. So let's just go ahead and drop the Bellow here. That's a decent amount of stress we're doing. We're outputting stress at my opponent can't stop. And they will eventually lose this one. They have a decent team here, let's be honest. This would probably win against a lot of damage teams. Like, even stuff like WD, this could have a good time against. And stuff like the Immortal Musketeer, it might be a counter matchup, but they're still doing a very good attempt at it. So they're finally transforming now to apply that horror. And that's their first transformation gone, so that's very good for me. It looks like they're trying to focus down my flagellant, which is definitely interesting. It's definitely a very interesting move. Let's go ahead and miss a flare. How do you miss a flare? This isn't a flare, actually. It's a ranging shot. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea how shooting a plate makes a light, or you know, reduce your stress. I mean, maybe if you like shooting plates, then yeah, sure, it's gonna reduce your stress. I feel like it would actually be kind of cool, shooting a plate, just seeing it like crack. Yeah, I feel like that could be cool, honestly. But I don't know how the other 3 characters would also have an 85% chance of enjoying it. I don't know how it would give them more accuracy. Would they just be thinking about the plate as they go for their other abilities and be like, think of the plate, think of the plate, think of the plate, and just make them more accurate like that. I don't know. If anything, it would give them crit chance. Why doesn't it give crit chance? Make ranging shot give crit chance. Because you are critting the plate by putting it to 0 HP in one shot, right? So it makes sense that it would give you crit chance. Yeah, do that, do that. Okay. 7 stress. Wow, how much I do not care about that. I have a few choices here, either another one of these or just one of these, and one of these it shall be. Wait, what? Why is the Man-at-Arms guarding? I thought it was the doggy. When did they change guards? Oh crap, I forgot about the time. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not wasting time. How long have I been not wasting time for? This round 6 went by so quickly. Oh, I'm so silly, I forgot. I forgot not to waste time. Well, I'm sorry, my opponent. I definitely made a mistake or 2 today. I'm gonna be dropping another defender here, mostly because I want to keep my protection up so Abyss Artillery doesn't do any damage. It's still gonna do stress, obviously, but it won't do any damage, and that's exactly what I want here. How much anti-stress do I have, actually? I have minus 50, minus 80, so I believe I'm at the cap, actually, with minus 80. Is it minus 80 or minus 85? Not actually sure, but I believe it's minus 80. Yeah, not minus 85. 85 seems a bit much. Though 80 just completely neuters any sort of stress output already, so It's definitely more than enough for what it has to do. 1 damage, would you look at that? 1 damage right there onto my flash was just enough to drop me to 2 HP. That means I'm probably gonna want to drop a heal here with the musketeer, because I don't want to exhaust my healing with the flash. It's really not a huge problem if I do. I'll still have the other heals. You're gonna run out of that transformation shenanigans soon, so it's not the end of the world if that happens, but at the same time, yeah, I don't want to do it. So for that, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the beast file here. I've gotten used to taking a lot of time. I've gotten used to it surprisingly quickly, actually. No, that repulse could actually have hit me, yeah. Probably should be thinking about that, but I don't really look at Man-at-Arms repulse as like a threat. If you don't have the shield spike, it generally doesn't do very much for you. Have I mentioned the song that I have in the background? I don't think I have. I have the Tangle in the background, because I feel like this is just gonna be a, you know, like a fight in the trenches. At least it's what my initial thought was. You know, just something that takes 4 years to conclude. So that is the reason why I picked the Tangle. I'm running out of topics to speak of. Would you imagine? This might be the first Shepherd Doggy video where I actually go speechless, because it's only round 7. I don't have a lot of gameplay to commentate on, so things are gonna get very tricky for me to actually make this video somewhat enjoyable for you as well, because even though I'm torturing both myself and my opponent, I don't want to torture you, dear Anon. I still want you to watch and enjoy the video and come back for a second one and a third one and whatever. So what should I do here? Well, the Man-at-Arms would like some HP. I would like some anti-stress with Suffer, but, you know, there's really no reason to. Yeah, I'm gonna just drop Reclaim here on one character that's lost HP. That makes sense, right? Or I could drop a Suffer, give myself a little bit of anti-stress, but I feel like one Reclaim here just to keep the Man-at-Arms alive and well. Like, there's really not too much wrong with it, so let's just go ahead and drop that. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in this attempt of making this video, but there will be the Discord tournament. You know, it's not a Discord tournament, it's a Butcher Circus tournament that's going to be hosted on the Discord server for the tournaments this weekend. So if you haven't registered yet, the deadline is in Friday this week, so definitely make sure to register. We do have a prize already. Thank you very much everyone for having donated to that prize. We managed to reach the goal surprisingly quickly. I'm very, very glad for that. So we will be able to have a nice prize in the tournament that was funded by just about everyone. So that is very, very good. And when the next tournament does come along, we'll ask all the donators and all the patrons what they... Oh crap. I'm not sure if I had the guard yet. Yeah, we'll ask all the donators what changes would they like to see for the next tournament, for example. I'm not sure if I had the guard. I kind of ran out of time there. Even with 30 seconds, I am running out of time. Oh, they're just going crazy with the slams. They're just pushing me. Oh, okay. With 55 move res and 40 move res, I guess waiting to the very last second isn't really helping out my RNG too well, huh? Is it? No, it appears that it is not. Okay. I am severely out of position here. Or, not severely, I am seriously out of position here. Severely out of position does not make sense. That is not English, Shepherd Doggy. How do I want to do this then? I think just moving back twice with the Musketeer is okay. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm always so close to passing. Oh yes, I'm probably putting you on edge with how unbelievably close these actions have been, because I'm always just about to pass, but I never do, right? It's probably been a lot of fun to watch if you think of it that way. So right now, I have to drop another heal. I really don't want to though. Yeah, I really don't want to drop another heal, but I have to. I don't wanna just go kaput here. So I'll just drop the second redeem as well. I only have Exsanguinates after this. It should be fine though, right? I mean, I can't say that I've had no time to think, so that's how I've put myself in this awkward position. So let's just go ahead and do this. 34 heal. I thought it would be 36 with the plus healing received, but I guess not. I guess that it is 34. So in case you're wondering why the music just keeps going on and on and on, it's because it's a 1 hour version, so hopefully we get to the end of it by the end of this one match. We're already at 25 minutes, so this is usually how long my videos last, between, you know, having 2 to 3 matches on them. But not today. Today we have just one match, and it's already at 25 minutes. We've barely started. You know, I'm just doing the second transformation now. There isn't a single affliction in this stress match at 25 minutes. So things are going very, very well so far. You can't really tell who's going to win at this point. I like that my opponent is as dedicated to me as I am to making this happen. They're dedicated to win. They probably hate me at this point. They probably don't know who I am. They just think this person is the biggest douchebag I have ever met, and I am going to make sure that if I do go down, I go down swinging with them. I'm going to indulge in their absolute masochism and their sadism in just going for such a silly idea as this one. And I'm gonna make sure they suffer as much as I am by making the match as long as possible for them. This is just a test of resilience here for both players. Alright, Abomination, it's your turn. Let's go ahead and de-transform. Pause the bar for a second. Yeah, there we go. Pause the bar for, wow, quite a lot of seconds actually. Wow, that's very good. Okay, there we go. Wasted like 5 to 10 seconds on that. Very good, I like it. And let's go ahead and drop a V-Smile here. I'm thinking, you know, oh, maybe I want to go for a stun. Nah, I'm gonna go for the V-Smile, but I'm waiting until the last second to give me good RNG. That's how you give yourself good RNG to Butcher Circus. Some people claim that they know the secrets to and to the full knowledge and understanding of how the Butcher Circus actually works. Of course, that's nonsense. The Butcher Circus has no justice in it. Such is the way of it, and such is the way of this world. In fact, there is no justice in it. I had to place that into the video somewhere, right? Yeah, this is how I place it. I'm already at 30 stress. Let's go ahead and shave all of my opponent's hard work, or, you know, not all of it, but a decent amount with our... Oh crap, I forgot about the time! Damn it! That's like the 3rd time already! Oh, okay. I need to... You know that thing where real me, in the provisions bracket for the base game, like the campaign, it just has something written there. Never forget again. And it has like keys, it has, I think, blood, and something else. I don't remember what else, but he has that in his provisions, so it's probably like a mod that he installed or something that he did with the game file to make that happen. But I need something here. Never forget, put the torch here, let it go all the way to the end. So, wait, maybe I'm making this even worse for my opponents. Maybe they think that once I do a fast action, they think that, like, okay, he's given up already, he's gonna play normally. But no, maybe I'm giving them false hope. That's even more cruel than what I'm actually doing at the moment. Just giving your opponent false hope. So yeah, let's do another bellow here, and all the afflictions are coming. Once the afflictions come in, you are so screwed. The match will finally turn. the match will finally turn at 28 minutes. Yes, 28 minutes. The first affliction is here, and guess what? Getting an affliction and the barks waste so much time. So this is when things are actually gonna take even longer, because the barks, you know, they have to talk, they have to do all that. It wastes so much freaking time. It's gonna be so good. It is really gonna be so good. Okay, I'm definitely gonna move forward here. Do I move to position 1 or position 2? I could generally move to position 2, but then I get disrupted again. I could stay here, but that's probably not a very good idea. Yeah, we probably want to move to position 1, right? I can get slammed again, but eventually they're gonna kind of run out, I imagine. Yeah, I'll just move. Honestly, if I had passed, it wouldn't have been too bad. Would have been better to suffer just to give myself minus stress taken, but honestly, with Content Map Solution, I very much doubt they'll be making that happen. 7 damage, huh? Wow, they get the stun. Even with Numbing Instance, they get the stun on there. But I make them go Hopeless. Yes, my favorite. Hopeless and Selfish. Selfish does a lot of act out, so that's pretty good for me. Okay, what do I want to do here? I have to guard again already, so that's an idea. I still have a lot of prod though, there's no need. I will probably just drop a ranging shot here. Kind of sad that I'm not going to have a pulse. Now my opponent's going to go very aggressive. I can imagine it already. So I have to try and reduce their pressure a little bit by dropping the ranging shot here. I feel like that's the best move we can go for, so let's wait for the very last second and let's drop it. You can see I've dropped a lot of ranging shots already. I haven't failed a single one of those 85s. So far, the theory that waiting to the very last second gives you better RNG might be true. It might be true, we're not sure, but Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? How did you miss that ball? Or how did you fail that ball? But no, I still had to move res from the transformations. I was like, wait, that's literally impossible. They have 2 move trinkets. But no, my opponent is just very unlucky. The RNG is blessing me right now. The RNG is indeed blessing me. There was another match that I did that I didn't make a video of because the match was kind of crappy at the end, because I just got all the death blows unbelievably quick. I just got all the freaking death blows, so I got like a 20, I got a 25, and I got a 55 because of a named shot into a marked character, like all of them at the same time. Or, you know, all of them just round after round, because I was actually trying to hurt my opponent more than just trying to sustain and stress them out. Because that is something that you can do with this team, it's something that you definitely have to master. The team can be aggressive. It definitely takes a lot of focus to play this team aggressively and actually do a good job of it. But you can do it. You can drop those command buffs, just be aggressive between these 2 characters, and only the Flagellant is a support character. You can kinda do something like that. It works sometimes, but only sometimes. I'm gonna drop a Reclaim here because I feel like I've taken more than enough damage. But once again, round 10, huh? Round 10, 30 minutes. Round 10, 30 minutes. We're not even over with round 10. So let's make a little calculation here. If we do keep all the characters alive, the match could take 2 hours if we went to round 40. Yeah, the match could literally take over 2 hours. That would have to be a record. I don't imagine any match has gone over 2 hours in the Butcher Circus. Maybe there's a hidden achievement for it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm going for the hidden achievement. If someone... Why are you stunning a stunned character? I don't know. If anyone asks, why am I doing this? Oh, you know, there's a hidden achievement where you have to get the match over 2 hours long in the Butcher Circus. Imagine my 1 hour of Immortal Musketeer, like my 1 hour Immortal Musketeer video being 2 hours long because I tried doing 1 match, but it just went this long. Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. If you want to troll someone in the ladder and do this, then only do it once. You know, you're allowed to get away with something like this once. Don't do it multiple times. I think it gets old very, very quickly. But I'm kind of an advocate for mischief, as long as you don't abuse it, right? If you just do a little bit of mischief just once, it should be okay, right? Now I'm doing a little bit of a misplay here, even though I have 30 seconds. I'm not really using my 30 seconds to think. I'm using my 30 seconds more to mentally please myself, knowing that I'm wasting my opponent's time, because I should have gone for the V-File there. But no, what I'm actually doing is I'm baiting my opponent to, you know, use whatever, because now my V-Spell will have an extra 10 accuracy, so it's actually gonna hit with a very good chance, as in almost guaranteed, yeah. Almost guaranteed on my opponent's side. But no, obviously I'm joking. I should have prevented Hanseri to come with the without the riposte actually applying on my opponent there. Definitely a misplay on my end, but it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. We can go ahead and we can drop the V-Spell here. You know what? Because of that, I'm gonna think even longer. I'm gonna think for an even longer amount of time to make sure that I'm always doing the best move, right? And there we go. Never passing. I'm surprised that there hasn't been like the buffoon is flummoxed already, or any sort of bark as to me taking all this time. I felt like there was something like that. I might just be Mandela affecting on it though. Oh, that's potentially a mistake. Oh, they dodged. That's so annoying. I'm pretty sure I would have put them to like 10 HP. I do have a battle debuff on me, so I might not have done that much damage, but after getting a crit, you know, there was a pretty decent chance that they would be screwed. I mean, you're still screwed. My beast files are finally catching up to them. It has taken ages, but they finally are. They haven't even used both transformations yet, though. Even then, have they done that much stress? Nah, not really. All is good in Shepherd Doggy House. All is good in the Mortal Musketeer team. Let's drop a bell here. Yes, is that the final affliction? No act outs. There have been like 0 act outs. How is this possible? Come on, Selfish. Yeah, there we go. give way to the commanding officer. He doesn't act out Bell. That's actually good for my opponent. It just acts immediately. So it's making the match go by faster. Damn. Well, I have to drop a heal here. Or do I? Yeah, I do. I do have to drop a heal here. It's gonna be my first Exsanguinate. First of 3. So I will drop it onto this Abomination, right? Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait for a bit. There's another thing I could do. I could just suffer, risk the 5% death blow, and then go for an Exsanguinate next round, but I mean, there's really no need to, honestly. You can risk it with those 5% and the 8% when you do have the last breath color, but you should only risk it if you really need it. If you do not need to risk those, like, just don't. Because if you lose the flash onto that very unlucky 8 or 5%, then you might just lose the match. Because if I lose the flash on here, I probably still win, let's be honest. I'm probably still winning, but it would be a lot more difficult. See, I'm only doing 2 damage. The Pello debuff is quite annoying. Oh, but I resist the stun. There we go, that's good. Well, how do I want to handle this situation? My character's already getting displaced again, but I think my best play is probably to drop a ranging shot here, remove the stress, give myself accuracy if they want to harry, and yeah, I think more stress resistance would be the smart play here. I could also shoot 12 to 21. That's a very nice crit chance. That is definitely a very nice crit chance. But I'm gonna ranging shot here. That would speed the match up too much. My opponent might actually surrender. Oh no, it failed! For once, it actually failed. Yeah, my opponent could actually surrender if they just see their doggy going down with a crit, because they would go to like 180 stress and be like, okay, doggy's dying, this is over. And then they would surrender, the match would stop. But no, that's not what we want. We want the match to keep going. I said at the start that we were going to do a little bit of trolling, but we're actually doing a lot of it. We're doing a lot of it, and for a very long time. We're doing a very long trolling session here. They've already used up their moves, so I technically don't have to guard anymore. Oh, interesting how that works. Yeah, I don't have to guard anymore. They've already done that, and since I get to go first, I generally don't have to guard. I can just go ahead and do something with my man-at-arms, and then drop a guard by the start of next round. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to click and I'm going to move forward because they've already used their cultist action. So let's just go ahead and do that right about now. Yes, onto position on we go. Now my opponent must be thinking, oh no, they can move and drop the guard? What? That's terrible. They're going to try slamming me now. Are they? Oh no, they're gonna go for manacles. They want to stop my Beast Smiles. I mean, that makes sense. My Beast Smiles is definitely what's killing him here, but I mean, even if you get the stun, which is lucky. Oh no, my turn passed immediately. That's why they're going for stuns. I don't get to waste 30 seconds when my characters are stunned. That sucks. That genuinely sucks. I don't get to waste time. Well, you know, such is the way of the Butcher Circus. There's no justice, right? There's no justice. I say as I'm contributing to the lack of justice in this world, honestly. I feel like a wrongdoer for doing this. I'm definitely not gonna do it again. Like, this has just been way too much. I'm not hating it that much, but I know my opponent must be. I know they must be. Plus, I'm not really gonna have the time to do this. At the moment, I've just finished my exams at uni, so I'm fine to take more time with gameplay. But at the same time, should I really be waiting this long? Probably not. Should I be wasting this much time in the funny video game? Yeah, not the smartest of ideas. They don't actually have Hound's Rush, so they can't benefit of that if they, you know, if they did want to focus my flash one down. So now I go for the guard. Now I click, go for the guard. I should still be fine, stress-wise. I do still have a lot of stress resistance here. Not against, that's just such a nice trinket. And my opponent's characters are crumbling. They are definitely crumbling. Here at 0, you no longer have any healing. Yeah, things are looking good for me. And you know what I'm gonna do at the end? If my opponent doesn't surrender, I will not finish the match. I will not finish them off. I will play until all my characters are at full HP and 0 stress. That's what Tiger Finger Man does. You know, Tiger Finger Man is the creator of this team. Or maybe not the creator, I'm not entirely sure on that, but they are definitely the one that pushed it to being popular, even if by the wrong reasons. So that's another self-mark. I think that's 2 self-marks already on my opponent's side. And now they're gonna drop a Hound Series. They're playing this very well, if you want me to be honest here. I feel like they're doing most of the right moves, if not every single one of the right moves. They're punishing me for not having my riposte up. So they are definitely playing this on the good, they're doing a good job of it. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, I feel like dropping a V-Smile here can't go too wrong with it. Also want to drop a ranging shot, but V-Smile here is probably the best move. Clicking makes the torch stop for just a bit, and now I can drop a V-Smile here. I'm praying for that to hit, and yeah, it did work. You just wait at the very last second, and it always lands. Or so you'd think. It probably does not work. This is actually a very good way to cheese your opponent into submission, because like who's gonna play this song? Because if they're playing Mark teams, then they're either gonna lose or win in like 6 rounds against a team like this. You know, that's pretty much a guarantee. But if they're playing a stress team, the match could only be decided by round 20. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this match because they don't have a flagellant. They didn't really have the best offense the entire time, so they're probably not gonna be able to win this. I find it very, very unlikely that they win this. But for a normal stress team, they can actually still turn the tides of the match and just win by like round 20. That's happened to me before, that's happened to people in tournaments before, even though the match hadn't taken 40 minutes for them, because, you know, they were actually playing normally and not playing like the sadist as I am today. So let's just go ahead and move to position 1 here. Let's pretend that I'm thinking, oh, do I want to move to position 1 or position 2? In position 2 I can get hit by these smiles if my opponent moves back. So I'm doing the chess engine moves here. Oh, there we go. He's done. He's tired of this game. He has had it. He has had it with the Butcher Circus. He does not want to play this BS anymore. You might be thinking, oh yeah, now you want to finish the match off. Now you just want to play quickly. So you're gonna shoot. You're gonna. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stress heal. I'm taking too much stress. Oh, I have to stress heal here. I'm gonna go afflicted. You know, afflictions can turn the tide of a match, so I'm just gonna drop a ranging shot. If someone doesn't know me, and this is the first video of me that they watch, they are gonna think that I am a very bad person. They are gonna think that. Do you think I'm a bad person for doing this? Do you think I'm a bad person generally? I'd like to know that. I don't imagine I'm the most terrible person. Am I a good guy? I'm not entirely sure on that. So here I am taking some damage. I could go for the Exsanguinate. I could. Or I could just heal with the Musketeer, but I might actually go for an Exsanguinate here. Oh, I don't have enough accuracy to hit the Houndmaster. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that does suck. I wanted to hit the Houndmaster here, but it's okay, I'll just hit into the corpse. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. I definitely don't want to risk the 5%. Really no point in doing that. So I could guard. Did they do damage? It's unlikely. It's very unlikely that they do damage here. I'm gonna drop the guard though. Yeah, I will drop the guard on the Musketeer. A bit weird to do this. I probably should have thought for longer, even though I only had like an extra second. They're gonna go for down save, but they don't do damage. They went first with Hopeless, so that's... Yep, that's another self-death blow. Look at this. My opponent's characters... Oh, there you go. Finally. It only took 42 minutes. 42, that's a reference. It only took 42 minutes to make my opponent surrender, and we finally win. We finally go to Darkest One. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. I can definitely tell that the doggy and the bigger doggy did not enjoy that, because they both went out on the first death store check. They were done. They were absolutely done with this match, and they did not want to play any longer. So yeah, we do take those. Let's have a look at the match history. See, just have a short look here. I did lose twice. The reason I lost twice... Wait, I lost this one? Oh, I think I genuinely lost this one. I won this one, and then I surrendered this one, because I did not like the way things are going. So you can see that I was definitely taking some time, but I was not taking 42 minutes. So yeah, if you were to do this, and you wanted to play, like, imagine you wanted to go for a win streak. Just getting 10 wins. If you imagine you'd take 30 minutes every match. If you only go for a surrender streak, it's gonna take forever, because you don't surrender with this team. You just keep stress healing. I mean, you don't actually have to win. You can just keep stress healing, and stress healing and healing until every single one of your characters is back in perfect tip-top shape. That's what some people do. That's what some people genuinely enjoy doing on a daily basis. They don't wait until the very end of the torch. If they did that, I bet they'd get way more hate than they already do. But yeah, such is the way of the Butcher Circus. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry for it being very late, but you know, that's how it be. I'm still thankful that you watched all the way to the end, and I will see you again tomorrow with an actually normal video. Cheers.